I'm doing everything right, but still I feel exhausted by end of the day. Hello everyone, this is Sunil Poddar. I'm a mindset hacker and I help people to lead a peaceful yet productive life using the power of mindset hacking. Over here, I'm going to talk about energy and how you can increase your energy by adding small tweaks to your life. But before we begin, let me tell you something. Energy has more to it than just the physical realm. We live in four dimensions simultaneously. So, our physical energy is as important as our emotional well being, as our mental energy, as our spiritual energy. Now, most of the times, what happens, we are not physically drained out. Maybe we are mentally stuck at some place, we are emotionally drained out, and that is what is affecting us. So, it is very important for us to realize that we need to have a holistic growth when it comes to energy. Once you understand this, realize this, and implement this, having high energy throughout the day will be a child's play, it will be effortless, and it will come to you automatically. Now, let me share my screen with you and let me tell you more about it. Over here, I'm going to share the three concepts about energy. In the first two, I'll set the base and I'll tell you the tiny shifts that you need to do in your life. And towards the end, the third part, I'll tell you the energy formula that you can use to increase your energy, the tiny tweaks that you can make in your life to increase the energy. Now, coming to the first part of it, what the mistake that we are making is that we think to increase the energy we have to do a lot of things, but it is not about the big things that you do. It is the small and tiny things that you do which in turn increase your energy, which in turn create a ripple effect in your life. So concentrate on the small things that is taking away your energy, or the small things that is giving you energy, and it will in turn increase your energy. Now, in Atomic Habits, this concept has been beautifully explained when it comes to habits. But let me talk about energy and let me tell you what happens when you start using the same concept when it comes to energy. Suppose there are three friends, Ram, Shyam, and Ghanshyam, and all these three feel lethargic, tired, and are drained out of energy, and they can't decide why it is happening to me. Now, what Ram decides to do is that he says to himself that for 1 minute a day, I will do meditation, I will exercise for 4 minutes a day, exercising, and on top of it, I will read something positive for 1 minute. Now, Sham decides, let it be this way. I won't do anything about my energy. I will see when the time comes, I'll do something big. And Ghanshyam on the other end tells to himself, I won't exercise, I won't eat properly, and he picks up or he reads negative content daily. Now, if this x axis is time and y axis is energy, the top is the positive energy and bottom is the negative energy. What will happen? Naturally, when Ram, Shyam, and Ghanshyam they will be at the same level. They'll be starting out at the same level. Ram, Shyam, and Ghanshyam. Now, since Ram has incorporated into his habit to meditate, to exercise, to read something positive, what will happen? For a few days, he won't see any result, he won't see any drastic shift. It will be a very small shift. But eventually, as the time goes by, as the weeks and months goes by, he will see the results. He will reap the rewards of starting very small and being consistent about it. His energy levels will increase in the positive direction. He'll have more energy to himself. Sham, on the other hand, he did not do anything about it. He was waiting for the perfect time. What happens? Ram and Sham are on the same place for quite a few time. But after some time, Sham remains in this energy state And ultimately, because of demotivation, his energy goes down. Not talking about Ghanshyam, who is incorporating negative habits into his life. What happens to him? Ghanshyam also starts at the same place along with Shyam and Ram, but since he is not exercising, eating junk food, not taking care of himself properly, taking in the negative news, they all start at the same moment for quite a few time. You won't see any difference, but after a long time, after a few weeks or months, Ghanshyam's energy will automatically drain. His He will be physically unfit. His mental health will be unfit. It all happens eventually. His emotional energy will be drained out. It is a matter of starting small and sticking with it. Now coming back to the mind map and talking about it, this is how the tiny shifts in life, the tiny things can lead to big energy and big shift and big results in your life. Now moving to the second concept. The second concept is knowing what you really want to do. Now sometimes we run after so many things that in the end we get nothing. Think about it, realize it. Are you doing something because that is what you truly want to do, or are you doing something because everyone else is doing it? When you are doing something because everyone else is doing it and you have no choice and you did not use your mind, naturally your energy will be down. You won't be performing at the same level. Now try to realize a time when you did something because you really wanted to do it. It was coming from inside. It was your true calling. Wasn't your energy high? Did you became an energy driving machine at that time? You became an energy generating machine, to be more precise. Wasn't it a good feeling? Think about it. The time when you wanted more energy in life, the time when you were doing the things that you wanted to do, that you really wanted to do, it came from the inside. And it was not because the world wanted you to do these things or everyone else is doing it, so I am doing it. It was the natural energy which came from within yourself. So when you have a goal in front of you, when you know what you really want to do, you become an energy generating machine. Things will start coming to you automatically. This is the beauty of goals and this is the beauty of clarity. Now we talked about the impact of tiny things, the impact of knowing what you really want to do in life. Now let us deep dive into the energy formula and let me explain the six pillars of the energy formula. Energy formula has been divided into six parts. These are the pillars and each is important so that you have a holistic development when it comes to energy. The first pillar talks about exercising. When we exercise, it increases our bodily functions and it is good for our body. And not only that, if you exercise, you get proper sleep. And once you get proper sleep, the next day goes well. It is a continuous cycle. And it is good to exercise thrice a week for 30 minutes. But what if I don't find time? And what if I am not confident about it? It's too much for me. Either start very small or follow the BMW formula. What is the BMW formula? If you don't find time to exercise, B stands for breathing. Now you breathe regularly, correct? So once you are breathing, sometimes what happens, we are having shallow breathing patterns. So instead of having that shallow breathing pattern, replace it with a deep breathing pattern. Now one technique that can help you over here is the 666 breathing technique that I learned from the Self Healers Hub. This technique talks about breathing in deeply for 6 seconds, then holding it there for 6 seconds, and then releasing the breath. This is the 666 technique for breathing. M stands for movement. Okay, you can't exercise, but you can walk, right? Walk for 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, and this will eventually give your body the movement that is required. And W stands for water. Keep yourself hydrated throughout the day. This is the first pillar, exercise of the energy formula. Let me move to the second pillar. The second pillar is nurturing your emotions. Now what happens, we are trained out and we cannot perform to our truest, to our full potential, because we have so much negative things going around ourselves. Not only around ourselves, we have negative emotions going through our body, inside our head. That is why we have energy sink. It sinks away, it sucks away energy from our body. Negativity will keep you stuck. It will take away the energy that you have to move forward. Now, you might have noticed sometimes that you are a very good at particular skill, but since your surrounding is negative, you are not able to focus or to produce 100% result. Now, to get out of this trap, the trap of negativity, either meditate. When you meditate, the flow of universe, the negativity that is blocking the flow of energy from the universe, the positive energy will start to dismantle, and it will give a space for the positive energy to flow into your body. Or second is, whenever you get a negative thought, switch it with three positive thoughts. Third, if you can't do above of two, have a goal in front of you. Whenever you get a negative thought, think about your goal. How will you feel once you reach that goal? It is all about switching the negativity to positivity. Everything starts in your mind. Your thought becomes your emotions, which in turn decides the action that you will take, and which in turn decides your result. This is the power of nurturing your emotions regularly. This is the second pillar. Let us come to the third pillar. Eliminate the unnecessary stuff out of your life. The problem is we say yes to the wrong things in life, and when it comes to making the right decisions, we delay the decisions. Now, instead of doing this, I would I would tell the concept of eliminating. Once you have a goal in front of you, eliminate everything that is not necessary and that is not helping you to reach your goal. And also, when it is important to take a decision, take it. Now, what happens? Suppose taking example of ordering food online. Now, people are hungry, they want to order food online, but they'll take 1 hour to decide which food to order and which not to order. After the end of 1 hour, they won't decide the food that they want to have. It will drain them out. They will feel more hungry, they will feel tired, and they will feel bad about themselves, and they will be hungry in the end. Now, when it is important to take quick decisions, incorporate a habit of taking quick decisions and eliminate the stress out of your life, unnecessary stress. That is the power of eliminating. Say no to a lot of stuff, the stuff that are important but not urgent, such as ordering food online. Do it quickly within 5 to 10 minutes. These are the small tweaks that I'm telling you. If you notice, I'm not telling you something big. I'm telling you the small things that you can start doing, start incorporating in your life so that you have more energy. This is the third pillar, elimination. Now let us move forward to the fourth pillar. Fourth pillar talks about routine. If you want to understand energy, how it works, how can I have more energy, start incorporating routine into your daily life. What do I mean by routine? Having a proper structure. And the structure is also divided into three parts: your morning routine, your day routine, and your night routine. Your morning routine can be what you do after 2 to 3 hours after you wake up. The problem is most of us watch social media at that time. Instead of doing that, have a proper morning routine. A day routine is whatever you do throughout the day, and the night routine is what you do before going to bed, 1 to 3 hours prior before you go to bed. Having a proper structure will automatically make sure you notice where your energy is high and when it is low. It is all about evaluating yourself. You are the best judge over here. This is the fourth pillar, the routine. The fifth pillar is about giving. Think about it. Maybe you are having low energy because you are giving away negative emotions and negative energy to the world. And what we give is what we get back. And that is how energy works. The more we give of something, the more we get of that. Now, if you're having this, if you're giving away negative or like emotions that are demotivating in nature, instead of doing that, make a very small tweak. Do small act of kindness, one small act of kindness once a day. It can be very small, such as smiling at the security guard at your office. Do these small acts of kindness, and eventually you will see your energy going up, because once you give out positive energy, it will come back to you 1,000 times more powerfully. That is the importance of giving. And the last pillar is the why part of it. The sixth pillar is yawning. Now we underestimate the power of sleeping. Once our remember our body needs time to regenerate itself, to start a new day, and to like refresh itself. And what we do is that we underestimate the importance of it. So it is important for us to sleep 7 to 8 hours a day. Of course, unless you are doing some yogic practices that help you to sleep like for 4 to 5 hours, and that is enough. If you're not doing those yogic practices, you need 5 to 6, you need 7 to 8 hours of sleep daily. Because unless you do that, the very next day you are 30% less efficient, and you feel cranky the whole day. Why I did not sleep? You feel guilty about it. So instead of living that way, have a proper sleep routine. Now, coming to a proper sleep routine, stay away from mobile apps or stay away from any electronic device half an hour before you sleep, and close all the lights. Make it a dim room. Sleep in a cave. To be short, sweet and precise, sleep inside a cave half an hour before you go to sleep. That is not enough. The problem is the snooze button in your alarm. So either set an alarm or you don't set it, but do not hit the snooze button, please. Because what happens, we need deep sleep in our life. But once the alarm rings up, we hit the snooze button and we feel in this next 5 minutes I'll have the most wonderful sleep in our life. But that doesn't happen. And in fact, we are not getting deep sleep, and the sleep pattern is again interrupted. And that in turn is increasing, it is not only wasting our time, it is decreasing our energy. So instead of doing that, either set an alarm or do not set it. It's okay to not set an alarm and get a proper sleep, but do not do this injustice to yourself of hitting the snooze button again and again and feeling exhausted about it. Once you set an alarm, once you make an intention, get up. It is as simple as that. Now, these are the 6 pillars of energy formula. Now, everything boils down to these 3 words: evaluate, eliminate, and execute. Evaluate the things that are draining away the energy from your life. Evaluate the things that are giving you energy. Eliminate the things, and also don't forget to evaluate your goals, where you really want to do, where you really want to go. Eliminate the junk out of your life. And the third part is execute the energy formula, and you will see the difference. Now, if you found this video useful, and if you're watching it on my YouTube channel, I would like you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and also share it with someone who might find it useful. And don't forget to comment. If you're watching it in my other social media handles, give it a like, comment your top learnings, and share it with someone who might find it useful. This is Sunil Poddar signing off. Thank you and arigato.